Do you know someone who's really a self-starter? I mean, someone who gets up in the morning and they get out there and they get after life. They've got a plan and they're working their plan. Hello, I'm Clarence. I'm the preacher. Self-starters are people who live life at a level that other people only dream about. Other people sit around and look at the self-starters and think, man, that'd be great to live life like that. But only the self-starters, the ones that actually do it, live life at that level. And I'm here to tell you that it's a choice. Anybody can live at that level if they want to do it. So let's talk about this thing about choice, and let's go to the Bible and look at some examples. If you look at our Bible heroes, most of them were self-starters. Now, I'm thinking of David right now. David is before the battle of Goliath, and his brother's trying to shut him down. His brother's telling him to be quiet and get on back to the sheep. But David is a self-starter. David has been planning and preparing for that day for years and years and years, and now that it has suddenly arrived, unexpected I might add, David is ready to take the bull by the horns and do what he has been wanting to in his heart for a long time, and that is to serve his God. David refused just to hide in the corner. He was going to get out and he's going to live life. In fact, why stay in the corner? He didn't have anybody in his corner cheering him on. He had to get out there and do it himself. So he didn't just sit around waiting for somebody to come magically deliver him. A great, wonderful life is possible, and I'm convinced that God wants us to live that fulfilled, experienced life. But He's not going to bring it to us on a silver platter while we sit back in a recliner and enjoy the AC in our favorite show on TV or our favorite video on YouTube. It doesn't work that way. God is behind those people who plan their life and get up and work their plan. He's with those people who are willing and eager and enthusiastic, like David. Those are the people, the self-starters, that get out there and wow the rest of the folks. Look, excellence, it's a choice. All there is to it. You make a choice. You can be like so many of the shepherds of David's day and stay in the meadow with the sheep where life was relatively safe. There were a few dangers, but nothing like facing Goliath. So you can stay in the safety of the meadow, or you can step out onto the battlefield when you see your opportunity, when you see your Goliath step up and say, I can take that one. I believe I can bring him down. Let me in, coach. I want to fight. I want to get into this battle. I want to show you what I can do. You see, that's the choice David made. He had been in the meadow for a long time. He was ready to get out. And when he had his opportunity, he went. He went for it. Now, there's where a lot of people fail. They want to live this great, fabulous, wonderful life like our Bible heroes, but they don't want to leave the meadow. They want to stay in the safety and the comfort of what they've always known. Now, look, it doesn't work that way. You can't follow Jesus and stay where you've always been. If you're going to follow in the footsteps of Jesus and really be a Christian that excels, then you're going to have to get out of that comfortable spot and move into places that are uncomfortable and can be dangerous. But there's no other way to live that life that your heart hungers for deep inside except to do that. Now, to be honest, when you do step out of the quiet of the meadow and into something a little more challenging, you're basically trading one set of problems for another. That's the way life worked. Look at David's life. So he had the challenges of the meadow, and probably the boredom would have been a big part of the challenge, and the routine and the mundaneness. And he stepped out of that, did a really good job at it. But then it wasn't long for King Saul decided he didn't like David, and David was having to run for his life. So David really, changed one set of problems for another set of problems, but this is where life is lived. You can stay way down here in kindergarten problems. That's your choice. But life's always going to be a kindergarten level. Or you can keep going up, 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 and up, and you can hit those college level and grad school level problems, and it's going to be tough. But who lives the more fulfilled, deeper, broader, exhilarating life? Kindergartner? Or the person who's graduating grad school? You get the idea? Look, it's going to be a painful life any way you do it. Life is risky. And if you don't think it's risky, just think about this. Nobody gets out alive. So why not do all you can with it? So I'm going to start bringing it to a close, and I want you to think about Joshua. He said, choose you this day who you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And there's risk in that. There's danger in that. Now, there's eternal blessing in that if you hang into it all the way to the end, which is great. Well, there are a lot of people that are going to look down on you for being Christian. So what? It's your life. Don't let people block you into their little box that they designed for your life. Refuse to live in somebody else's box. God created us to live an abundant life. He created us to be His image on earth. And I don't think that means letting somebody else assign you to some little box they designed for you. I think you ought to look at what God designed for you and choose you this day who you'll serve and serve the Lord. Leave that quiet little meadow behind. Be a self-starter. Dare to live life at a higher level. Dare to be one of those Christians who doesn't just kind of sit there quietly on Sundays and never says anything to anybody, but dare to be one of those Christians that gets out of that normal pattern and really endeavors to make a difference. Now, may not make much of a difference. There's no guarantee for success here. But you can certainly guarantee failure by not trying. So, put your thoughts below, put your questions, your comments below. Share this video if you think it might help somebody else get out of a mundane rut. And as always, I hope you have a great day.